it's truly amazing what our bodies can do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like your body will surprise you. You just have to have, like I said, the unwavering faith and the extraordinary effort to perform the miracles that you want to see happen in your lives.
All right. Looks like we are live again. I am so excited, just like everyone who's watching this live show in Ironman and beyond. Busy achievers all over the world, swimmers, cyclists, runners, Ironman finishers now, Boston Marathon finishers, wannabe triathletes. How are you guys doing? And we are excited tonight training because we have Julie Uychiat on the line tonight. We're going to talk about how she was able to go from 3:42:01 to 3:19:30 with only 4 years of running marathons. Only 4 years. Her PR, her marathon PR is 3:19:30. Actually, just 2 weeks ago, she did beat her half marathon PR, and it was 1:38:06.
Wow.
7:33 minute per mile, Julie.
Nice.
Today, we're going to break down her stories. It's very inspirational. And I know there's a lot of athletes in the same shoes, just like Julie. Her story is going to be so inspiring for you guys. So tune in, just stay with it. If you're listening live, hashtag live, say hi, hello if you see us, if you hear us, so we know who you are. Press the like or heart button or tag your friends who's like so wanting to be a good runner or the best runner, a fast runner, or triathlete who's, like just the running portion has plateaued, because I know this one will be very inspiring to you all. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know if you can hear us and see me okay. Vinetta's going to pull up the live stream in the group so we know. It looks like Simon is actually watching.
Hi,
Hey,
Simon.
Simon, how's it going? So I want to start off in the really quick right now. Who else here, okay, who are new in running, not feeling confident or unsure what they're capable of, just like Julie when she started running? I mean, she's going to tell you later, 4 years ago when she started running, she is just like everyone else who's just like, how do you run? It's like put your shoes, one
One foot.
after another, right? So who else have, like maybe you are one of those just like me who actually bought a book, or a training plan online, trying to follow it. Mine was actually a non-runner's book, something, I pull off from the bookshelf, and that's what I followed. Or who else here, started running, and then you realize, oh my God, I'm getting stronger. Maybe, even though, you don't know much about running, and then you started thinking, maybe I'm capable of something big, not just the finish. Maybe I can qualify for a Boston Marathon. Because that's actually what happened to Julie before she approached Feisty Fox Coaching back in 2018. And I'm going to let her tell her story herself. But go ahead, comment right now, comment down below, if you've been wanting to run faster but couldn't go over that plateau, you've been just stagnant, or like feeling going to injury or in doubt, or have a busy schedule, lack of confidence. If that's you, we want to know. So at least whenever, we have some help or solution for you, we're going to be tagging you or give you the free resources that we already have in Ironman and beyond. So if you're feeling frustrated, okay, well, we're going to get going. So
Hi, Pauline. How, Audrey?
looks
How are
like
you guys
Pauline and
doing?
Audrey are here. Let's welcome Julie from Wisconsin. She's also sometimes in Arizona. Right now, she's in Wisconsin enjoying the weather. She's 2
Yeah.
hours ahead of us. Thank you for your time, Julie.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And congratulations on winning your age group of 45 to 49. That's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, not just you actually won your age group, you also beat your half marathon PR. So now your half marathon PR is 1:38:06, and that was 7:33 minutes per mile. How are you today? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm doing good, really good. And, looking forward to London for sure.
Yeah, if we're
Getting,
gonna talk about that, that's actually in 4 weeks. Yeah. So,
yeah.
when you won the age group, how did you feel about that? When that was 2 weeks ago. Did
Yeah.
that
So,
how it was last year for you?
yeah. So I think when I signed up for the race, I knew that it was going to be a perfect time for a trial race, practice race before London. And so I saw that it was a small community like
Sure.
race.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just told myself, you're gonna win this age group. And
I think we're excited. I mean, you put a lot of work, you know.
yeah, and I said I'm gonna do everything I can to make that happen. And my husband, of course, pressures me more than I pressure myself. Oh, you better be. And yeah, I just worked really hard, and I was blessed to be able to do it. And so yeah, it was my very first win.
I actually did count, how many weeks we were doing coaching before we even started. When you resumed your coaching this year, it was only 11 weeks.
Yeah, yeah,
And when you started, you were not really at 7:33. So we're gonna
no,
talk more about that. But we
no.
know that you are considered as a fast runner, especially on age 45, 49. In fact, you are faster than those who are younger than you. But walk us through, before you came to us and asked for help, what was going on with your life and running, before you found Feisty Fox Coaching, or before we actually had a talk, and that was 2018. We've
Yeah,
known for a long time now. So
yeah,
walk
yeah.
us through, how was it before?
I was one who never really exercised my whole life. I never did. I was one of those that, you make a commitment, New Year's resolution, you go to the gym, you go for 1 month, and then you never go again for 3 years.
You?
That's just how I was. Yeah. And
Ah,
then
okay.
I just got inspired. My sister started running, and I told her, hey, I can't even run from here to the stop sign. How do you do that? She said, lower your pace, keep going, you won't die. And I said, oh, let me try that tomorrow. So she said, just lower your pace. And I started going. And she said, why don't we sign up for half marathon? And after I finished that, then there was pressure from work people like, hey, you finished half marathon, let's do a marathon. And I didn't think I was ready for it. I wasn't serious about it. And I just felt that like the whole training, having a plan and following that plan, like I told you, I think last time we talked, is just something I Googled online, a novice training plan for marathon. And I started following it. I thought, wow, I didn't realize I have this discipline in me that I would really actually go out there and do it. And I thought, this is a serious mileage, 26 miles, serious mileage. I need to hire a coach. And that's when I was telling you, my husband was like, what do you need to hire a coach for? You need to run faster, 1 foot before the other. I'll chase you on the golf cart if you need to. And he was making jokes about it. I said, no, 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 I'm serious about this. And if I'm going to do it, I want to give it my best. That's just like what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And so I started training. And to be honest, I really didn't know what to expect. I just felt personally I was getting stronger, maybe like physically. And there's a lot about it's not just the running and the whole marathon thing. It's just really opened my world to something totally different. It almost just gave me an opportunity when I'm alone running. And I was traveling a lot for work too, so my schedule was very busy. But when I'm running, I'm all alone. It's my me time. It gave me the opportunity to really know the deepest parts of me. So
Mm.
there's some things about me that I didn't know. Then I realized there was a lot going on in my life, but I felt at that point, it was like blah, like I was going
Huh.
through the motion, but I didn't feel, I don't know how to say this, but I didn't feel like alive until I discovered running and stayed disciplined and dedicated significant amount of time into it. And then I did my very first race when
Sure.
I thought I'm going to try this. And I read up about marathon. I had no idea about running and marathon. And I read up about Boston qualifying. And I said, whoa, maybe I can try and go for that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And So I hired a coach online, and it wasn't a committed relationship like we have now. It was just like, hey, if I need you, I'll see you kind of type thing. And yeah, so he was the first person I said, I never told anyone, not even my husband, but I've been following this plan and I'm getting stronger. Do you think I can beat my marathon, Boston Marathon qualifying time?
Which
And
was 350, right? At the time?
yeah, at the time it was
355.
3:55. Yeah,
Okay.
they
Three
they have
hours 5 to qualify.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they have lowered it since, but at that time, yeah, I wish I had a video of his face because it's almost like, oh my God, who is this ambitious 44 years old, brand new to running? Now she wants to Boston qualify.
Yeah.
And he really had no idea how I'm doing. I honestly have no idea how I'm doing either. And then he and then he just said, hey Julie, give me your best 2 miles. Just run your best 2 miles and I'll time you.
Yeah.
I ran like there was no tomorrow because I was just super excited to impress him. Like I want him to say, yeah, we can do this. So I ran so fast. I don't even know. I don't remember what I did, but I saw his reaction after I was done. Like he couldn't believe that. Wow. Well, now we have to change it, and you start training for paces and try and hit them and stuff like that. So I did that, but again, like he was only there. I probably saw him 4 times in the whole training for the
Sure.
marathon.
Let's back off on that. How did that feel when, it's like he couldn't even believe that you're even thinking about Boston Marathon when you're new to running? How did that feel for you? Did that
It was a challenge.
it was
I didn't get I didn't get offended. I was like, you know what? He's right. He doesn't know me, and I'm a novice at this. I'm a brand new to running. I have no idea, and I'm sure like when talking to me, he knew that I really had no clue.
all right.
So when he said, his reaction was to me more of a challenge. Like,
Right.
okay,
Okay, good.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Like I can do this,
And
Um,
you were also traveling at the time, and you said you were
yeah,
very busy, but then
yeah,
you still find time to
yeah,
actually get into the
yeah,
sport wherein you're
yeah,
learning something new. I mean,
yeah.
what made you do that? Because a lot
I
of other athletes are so busy already, right? But you were
yeah,
also traveling, you're learning
yeah,
something new, but you
yeah.
still went for it, even though at the time that coach wasn't not really, very committed
No,
to you. So, but what made
no.
you actually just stay with it without quitting or actually move forward, even though you had no idea? What made you
I
do that?
think some of the challenges that when we first signed up for the marathon, for example, I couldn't really sign up because it says there, what's your time, marathon time? Well, I have none. So I don't know how to, because there's not an option to say none to
So,
continue registering. So my two coworkers who are both
uh,
runners said, oh, they were discussing, oh, Julie's probably going to finish like 5 hours, 5.5, stuff like that. So just put 5 or 5.5. I said, okay. But then I'm thinking to myself, you think 5.5? Mm-mm.
you got challenged again. Looks like
Yeah,
you love challenge.
yeah. So when they said that 5.5, and the one even said, Julie, if you need to walk, I'll walk with you. I won't leave you. I said, okay, like I understand. I know nothing about it. So they know more than I do. They've run marathons before. So I said, okay, that's cool. Okay, we'll train together and we'll race together and stuff like that. Thank you. And but I think I was determined that no, I'm not gonna walk this, and
Say
and
something
no,
back in your head.
yeah, that I'm gonna be competitive with you when the race time comes. So I think that fueled me, and then the coach telling me, like the way he responded to me, like when I said, "Do you think I can beat my Boston qualifying time?" I didn't tell anyone, not even my husband, because I don't want people to laugh at me.
Sure.
And then that's when the he smirked, like the way he responded, I thought was okay, okay, that's fine. I'll do what I can, and I just really committed to it. I read so much about it, and I was getting more and more inspired. And as I see my progress,
Mhm.
and just again, it's not just so much about the progress I've made in running, but I just felt that the discipline, the dedication, like you said, I'm traveling for work. And sometimes I had to wake up because I traveled to South Carolina too. And it's not even a direct flight. 3 a.m. in the morning, I don't get there till like 6 o'clock at the hotel room. And I tell myself, okay, Julie, you're tired. You have a reason not to run, But at the end of the day, you're the only one who's going to help yourself during marathon time. Nobody else will take you, and you can cheat yourself. That's fine. Rest. You traveled all day.
Yeah.
But then I ended up changing to my tennis shoes, running shoes, and I go run in the
Right.
parking lot at
Yeah.
8 o'clock at night, So I just
Yeah.
feel like, no, I'm gonna commit to this. I committed to this.
Commitment.
I don't know what it's gonna be. I've never ran 26 miles before, and
Yeah.
I'll give it my best. And yeah, I totally just surprised myself.
Got it. All right. So what I can see or hear from there is that, having like maybe a couple people or one person tells or like doesn't really believe in you, like, you know what, I'm gonna show you. It looks like that's actually,
It can be a motivator for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
and
yeah.
who else in right now who's actually listening to the live show or replay? Who else here? You get like more motivated whenever you're like, she
When
doesn't.
somebody says, "Oh, you can't,"
Yeah, they told
They
me
do
like,
it more.
oh, Julie will probably do 5.5. Then they kept arguing back and forth. I was just listening because I honestly don't even know what the numbers meant, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't fast because they're like 5:30, 6, and then the one said, I'll walk
Got
with
no
you if we
idea.
need to.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I really
Yeah.
didn't.
So I know before you reach out to us, you already qualified for Boston Marathon, right? So now you already qualified for Boston. So what was it about Feisty Fox coaching after you talked to me? What made you decide to invest in coaching? Like, what's the tipping point? Because you could be doing it your own, or you could be staying with your previous coach. What is that thing or two that made you decide, hey, because I'm really curious.
Yeah. So to be honest, the finishing my very first race and qualifying for Boston, again, not knowing what I'm capable of doing, brought so much realization in me. It was such a milestone. The event was so significant, um, that it opened up to such an exciting chapter in my life. I just felt like, oh my God, this is such a blessing, in my opinion. It doesn't come, I'm sure, easy for everybody just like that. And it's such a gift that I want to treasure. I feel like it taught me so many principles through the process, the frustrations, disappointment, the hard work, the dedication, the sacrifices I made to get to something that honestly I really didn't expect. And then when it happened, I felt like, oh my God, it's a gift that I was given later in life. I'm freaking 44 years old, never ran my whole life. So I feel like it's a gift, and I want to make the most of that gift. I don't want to take it for granted. And I know I'm probably not going to be able to run forever. I hope I can, but given my age and, I don't know, aches, pains, whatever it may be, I just feel like I want to give it my best for as long as I can. And then in talking to some friends, they're like, oh, just Boston? Do you know there's 6 major marathons in the world? And my husband's like, don't give her that idea. I said, and they said, no, no, Boston is enough. I said, no, 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 no. I researched it and I said, no, I'm going to do the 6 major marathons in the world. And that's what I'm going to do. And I need you to support me. And he said, okay. um, but I really just feel that I need to give it my best because yeah, it's I just feel like it's such a blessing and a gift, and it taught me so many life lessons, not only in running, but all the principles I've learned I have applied in other areas of my life. And I just feel that it made me a better person, a stronger person, not just physically but emotionally, mentally, and also spiritually. It just influenced my life in different dimensions that I really honestly didn't expect possible. It's almost like from the minute my first race, I even we have a chat group with my college friends, because and I call it Forever Young 2.0, because I feel like that significant event, that milestone when I first finished my first race, is such a milestone that it's a Julie version 1 before that and Julie version 2.0 after that.
Ah, you were
I'm not, yeah, I just feel like, oh my God, like, don't get me wrong, I had a good life prior to that, but it's so much more meaningful, I feel like, after that.
Mhm.
And like, I'm more deliberate in like my goals. I didn't used to. I was just going with the flow. My career was good. I thought life was good. But after the experience, I just feel like, wow, there's so much more I'm really capable of doing. There's so much more I can incorporate in my life, and more deliberate in my goals and making sure that I achieve those goals. And everything about it, I just love. I started focusing on, just miracle morning routine stuff, gratefulness, journaling, stuff like that. And I just feel I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm more driven now and more deliberate in what I'm doing to be a better version of me, and hoping to influence others around me.
Gotcha.
That's amazing. That's truly inspirational. How did coaching come into play? Because you had this drive to just get it, and why didn't you do it yourself?
Oh, no. So when I talked to Shang and I saw her, oh, because Tessa's my friend, and Tessa was the one who introduced me to Shang. And she said, hey, I'm signing up to be coached by Shang. And she's really a triathlete coach, but maybe she can do the running for you. And she sent me your link. And I was super inspired what you've been able to do. I read your story before I talked to you. And I was like, wow, if I can get her to be my coach in my corner, it would be amazing. And it's almost like your drive, your passion, your dedication, your commitment, what you've been able to accomplish is something that is, to me, very inspiring. And I feel like what you are and what you do will fuel what I already have and bring it to the next level that I feel I owe to running and
Yeah.
to life in general.
Wow. That's very
So
kind and sweet of you and thoughtful of you saying those
no,
kind of words, Julie.
no, it really was. It really was. I
So,
I mean, even my husband, you can ask him now, like, so much respect for you, what you've been able to do yourself, the inspiration that you are to me, but he's also seen a different version of me since you've coached
wow.
me.
That's
He has.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
thank
It's
you.
amazing.
it's so true though. It is very true.
So what would
He's a big Shang fan. Jim is.
That's so fun.
He- he- he's
Jim,
still
Shang
longing
is
for
killing me. Yeah, I tell him, Shang is killing me. No, do it.
So she probably helped you with a bunch of things, but what would you say made the biggest difference for you?
Yeah, so I think it's a lot of it is leveling up the
where you're
dedication, the hard work, the
okay.
accountability. And then more importantly, I think is having that support, that someone believes in you more than I believe in myself sometimes. When I'm having self-doubt, it's almost like, wow, Shang tells me I should be able to do this because in training I was able to do that. I just feel like, wow, nobody else will dedicate as much time to me like she has. You know what I mean? So I don't take that for granted at all. Like I just feel like it's amazing to me that this is something that is important to me, and here's another person helping guide me with her knowledge and experience and expertise the best way possible. So it's easier for me because now I just trust her. I just trust what she tells me. She says, run or don't run. Okay. You know what I mean? Then because before in the beginning, when I didn't have the coach, I will have to read up, and I'm really still guessing because with really have zero or next to almost
So,
like nothing for experience.
so are you saying that whenever I say to you, run at this pace, and then even though you kind of like, can I really do that?
Yeah.
You still do it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you because you
I
think,
almost
yeah, go ahead.
no, I just I believe, don't get me wrong, it's not always that I hit every pace that you tell me to hit in training. But if you tell me you can hit this,
Yeah,
I believe you almost more than I believe myself.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, definitely because well, one of the things that I do, I have to actually analyze your data and be
Yeah.
realistic of where you're at rather than pushing you something wherein you cannot do it just yet, otherwise
Yeah.
you hurt yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
So
that
I'm super grateful with everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
sounds like having that confidence from another person really helped you Good.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I have a group of friends that we chat from college. There's 7 of us. Um, they call me their coach.
Mhm.
I coach them like
Yeah.
because
Awesome.
what I learned, I try and spread to them. And two of them ran their first half marathon with me like two
Yay.
weeks ago. Yeah. So
That's good to know. Well, now we have other athletes in Ironman and beyond. We want to learn from what you have been teaching them. Like a standpoint, let's just say, in terms. Let's talk about body maintenance or injury prevention. What are the practices that you have incorporated, in your training that you used to not do before, or have you taught that to your friends as well? Like, is there
no,
anything
no,
it becomes practice now? So at least
yeah. So I think that's one area that I need to put more time and energy in. The whole time I wasn't coaching with you last year with COVID and stuff. It was a difficult year, obviously, for all of us, for everybody. I was just running the whole time for just get my mind off
yes.
things and stuff like that, and didn't do body maintenance or whatever. So yeah, I hurt myself. I'm still hurting my back and my right knee. And then that's what I'm saying, like how I love being with you, because then you remind me about the body maintenance thing. And I try to incorporate it more now
Good.
than I've ever been. Yeah. Yeah. So
Good.
just the hip body maintenance you give me, or and strengthening, and I've gone to the gym also with a strength trainer and stuff like that. So things like that has helped.
So that has something that you incorporate. Okay. So
Yeah.
everyone, body maintenance, we talk about that in one of our pillars. Okay. One of the
Yeah.
things, it's not just about swim, bike, run, or just run, 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 run. Like make sure that you guys incorporate body maintenance. If there's anything that you learn here, that is even like you don't have a race, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. All right. Well, how about the
Agree.
mindset? I know you have high expectations of yourself. And early this year, when we are just resuming coaching, when you started, what was going on in your head?
When I
When,
resume start
yeah, when you
with
just started
you.
this year again, when you resumed, what made you decide to go back to being coach, and what was your expectations of yourself? Because I know you were going through a lot of things, right? Like last
Yeah.
year, and you
Yeah.
hurt yourself. Then now
Yeah.
you have this London marathon, and
Yeah.
you said, what was your expectation of the London marathon? When you came to me resuming coaching.
Yeah. I said, Shang, I just, if I have to walk it, I'll walk it because I'm hurt, and I just need to walk fast to finish the cutoff time. I just
Yeah,
want that
and
medal. That was like the,
that was
yeah.
11 weeks ago. I don't know if you remember, but that was not long ago. 11 weeks ago, before we started coaching.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Yeah.
That was
June.
not
It was
long
in
ago.
June.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was not
Yeah.
long ago. So that was what you were thinking. You were just gonna walk the London Marathon
Yeah.
because you were
Yeah.
already hurting. But
Yeah.
yet you still beat, your half marathon PR, and
Yeah.
your injury didn't get worse, right? And you
No.
are able to actually go run faster. How does that feel now that you are able to actually achieve that? What's
Yeah.
going on in your
No,
head?
no. So I think it encourages me, right? So don't get me wrong. In the beginning, I just wasn't sure. I was unsure. I had MRI done, and it didn't look good. And so other people were saying, "Hey, train other than running, like run in the water, stuff like that. Uh, cross train, stuff like that." But I really want to do well because I know that the London Marathon was postponed from last year, and the London Marathon is a special race for me, because it's not something I just signed up to do, or I won the lottery to be able to run it. I have actually, I've
Qualify.
been trying 4 times now
Yeah.
since I started making the goal that I want to run all this. I have been declined a few times. I applied for charity and I was declined too. And so to be invited with the age group championships to
Uh-huh.
run this race, I
Right.
was like, wow, this is a gift and I want to give it my best. And I was super ready last year with my PR,
Yeah.
in Phoenix for the April, and then COVID hit and got postponed, and I was devastated about that. But knowing that it will be rescheduled for October this year, that's
Yeah.
when I thought, I need Shang, whatever's gonna happen, like even if it's just walking it to finish, whatever, I need to do this and
Yeah.
do the best I can.
Gotcha.
And we've been able to train, and yeah, the pain didn't get worse. Sometimes it gets actually better after I get going. And yeah, do I wish that it's not there? Yeah, but I have embraced it, accepted it. That's the card that I'm being dealt with right now, and make the most of it. And yeah, I feel fortunate to be able to PR my half marathon 2 weeks ago, and I'm hoping to
Yeah.
do very well in London. We'll see.
Yeah. So I know it's getting dark there. We're gonna close
Oh,
very soon. But but I wanted to know, besides running, all the principles that you've learned through the coaching, right? What are the things that has happened, around you with your friends and family, the people you meet? What was the impact of what you've learned in coaching in your life in general, besides running? I'm curious.
oh, um, so I think it just fueled me to really inspire me to be a better person in general. And I think it just, like, you mean like with strangers and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Or
sometimes when
like
I work,
good.
when I'm like training and running, especially here, it's just a small community. People stop me and they have so much respect for what I try and do. They know I work hard. Like every day they see me going around. Like sometimes I think like,
Right.
oh, they're probably thinking I'm crazy because nobody runs here. But then they stop me and they all know me now, and I say hi to everybody, and they're all very supportive. You can do it. And so I have all the respect, and I feel like, wow. And there's some strangers that have approached me and said, I see you all the time, and you've actually inspired me with just the way you're going at it and stuff like that. So I think all of those things, just being the best version, trying to be, I'm not saying I am, trying to be the best version of yourself every single day. I think without me knowing, unknowingly sometimes, inspires others to be better themselves.
That's awesome. I mean, not just, with your friends and family, even to the strangers around you in your community. You
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, you're just enjoying the running, right?
yeah, yeah.
I think it's amazing. And I know, so let me just show you guys of how Julie was. I did pull some of this was, back in 2019, when she actually became the top
Gonna do.
0.8% in age group 45 to 49. This is World Marathon Majors, World Championship, in marathon. This was when she crossed the finish line back 2019. She was part of top 7.8%, you know. Uh, I mean, it's not just Boston Marathon. She's going farther. And just 4 years ago, okay, just 4 years ago, she did not know anything about running. But here you go. She did not give up. She said, like, maybe I can qualify for Boston Marathon. And she qualified for Boston. And then next thing, what's next? She just doesn't stop. And actually, let me just check it out here. So this one is Chicago Marathon, one of the marathon majors. She also, and then this one is when she actually PR'd. And as you can see her, she still continued to put all the paces that I asked her to do on her arm. Always, she loves her medals. Who run here
Yeah.
for medals? Come on, I want to hear you guys because I have been like you too. All right, she practices her mindset. Okay, she actually aimed for 3:21 on this marathon, but she overpassed that one with 3:19:30, which is her PR. Even I myself, I remember her PRs, her time, just because we talk about it so much. And then here you go. This was back in 2018. Okay. She said here, it's been a long journey, but I'm ready. She finished, I believe, Berlin Marathon, and she said 5 more to go. She wants all the 6. Guess what?
Mhm.
She got the Berlin, she got the New York, she got the Boston, she got the Chicago, medals. She is just crushing all of them. And in 4 weeks, she's gonna go to London. We were supposed to do Tokyo, but it got canceled. It's gonna be moved next year. But that's
Yeah.
the line. She got qualified on that one too. Remember, this is qualification. You need to qualify for this marathons. And so far, she's been really, really doing great. How do you feel about that, Julie? What else is next for you? You know,
Uh,
considering all this, how are you feeling? Did you ever imagine that you're gonna get here?
no, never. Really never. None of my family would, yeah. People who knew me growing up and childhood friends are like all very surprised with what I'm doing now. And yeah, they're very encouraged. And some are starting to at our age, 48. So now I'm getting them to start running and all that. And
Yeah, you're gonna
so,
be in that new age group later on, but you know what? You are just, I mean, 4 years of marathon. You have done
yeah,
a long way. So, like
yeah.
for example, we have athletes who are just like you, who were like you before, back in 2018 when you did not know about running. What are the top two things that you could tell them?
Um, I believe in the miracle equation, and
Mm,
that's unwavering faith and
okay.
extraordinary effort equals miracles.
Uh,
So if you have that faith that you can and you work hard, some people have faith, but they don't work hard. You know what I mean? So I
Gotcha.
think it has to be both. You
Together.
have to have unwavering faith, extraordinary effort equals miracles. That's yeah, in the book Hal Elrod on miracle equation. I truly believe in that. So those are the two things. And then surround yourself with people who will inspire you and support your goals and dreams and be there for you no matter what. And yeah, believe in yourself. And truly is truly amazing journey. It truly has been such a gift. I couldn't even imagine life without it. Yeah, I just love the 2.0, the version 2.0.
Version Julie
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know I've spoken to Jim, your husband, and I know he told you in the very, very beginning, why do you hire coach? You just put, what did he say? You just have to
Yeah.
put your,
Yeah, what are you need a coach for? You want to run faster? Run faster. One foot before the other. And you want me to chase you on the golf cart? Because we have a golf cart at home, you know. I'll
yeah.
chase you on a golf cart and run faster. I said, shut up.
And then now whenever I make you run faster and you
Oh
don't
no.
what does he say? What does he say now?
Oh, I told you. I said Shang's killing me, Jim. Oh, I trust Shang. I believe in Shang, and you go do what she said.
Looks like Jim, your husband, and I are teammates
Yeah.
working to get your goals. Well,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm very appreciative of your influence in my journey, and it has been so fun. I wouldn't do it any other way. And this is super important. And
well, looks like Fanny's watching. Here you go, Fanny. How's it going? If
Aubrey's
you're
watching.
Aubrey's watching,
Mark's
Pauline,
watching.
who else? Mark.
Mark,
Awesome.
Pauline. Yes.
Wow, we have people watching. If you're just watching right now, we're tuning in of how Julie transformed herself to be running fast, even though with 4 years of marathon running experience. Her PR right now is 3:19:30. And so if you're one of them, okay, listen to this or tag your friends who actually wants to be inspired, getting their goals. Feisty Fox Coaching, Julie, and also Vinetta. We are very proud of you.
thank you.
Okay, so
Yes.
much growth ahead. I mean, it's not just the running itself, as you told us. You have grown like just the version 2.0 of Julie.
Just the
Yeah.
inspiration is amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like everybody who meets you, it comes through. It's awesome.
All
Oh,
right,
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
So for everyone who watched Julie's story or listened to Julie's story, who have been inspired, this is what we do in Feisty Fox Coaching. We help busy high achievers because Julie is actually one of the top leaders in her job, and she just loves what she does. And even though she gets so busy, she's so committed to running. She loves running. She fell in love with running. If you want to crush your races, no matter what your level of experience, that's what we do. We help athletes. We love working with athletes who are excited about after, just crushing your big goals. not only we want to get your big goals, we want you to achieve them. Guess what? Sooner. Cut
Yeah.
the learning process. Faster is better. And then move on to the next goal, celebrate, move on to the next goal. But valuing health, okay?
And
Staying injury free. You were going to say
staying
something?
injury free. Yes,
Yes,
that's very
staying
important.
injury free, making sure that everyone's happy, family's happy, there's support in there. So if that's you, so I want to invite you for a private call. It's only 15 minutes. It's totally free. There's nothing for sale. We don't do that. It's the same call that Julie had with me. That was
Hmm.
2018. It could be like a little longer then, you know. So you're going to learn about our processes, how we can help specifically, also to learn blind spots. When I had a talk with Julie, she showed me of how she was training and I gave her pinpoints, So that's what you're also going to get and really help formulate your game plan. What's your next goal? And really realize also, help you realize of what you're capable of. We can do that in just 15 minutes. If you have a race, I may even take a look at your training plan. If you have training peaks, I can take a look at it, see what's going on, where else you can improve. If you're a busy high achiever who have big goals, want to do it right, don't want to get injured, we are offering just 15 minutes limited. And with me or Vineta, talk us about your biggest struggle. I'll make sure that you get a lot from it. Paint the vision of what's next for you. Just like, for example, when Julie started, she didn't know about running, right? And you had to do your own research.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, her previous coach didn't even know about that until just run first, prove it to me, right? So, but if you want to know, if you want to know of what's next for you, okay, just type free call down below and the comment below. We will definitely give you an answer, some clarity. The call is for you if you want to hire us or not, or if you want to you're going to get a lot of value. And then so also for you to know of what you can implement, the same things that Julie implement to get faster in running. Okay. So type free call, we'll hook you up and see, what could be the best for you. And Julie, do you have anything else? Going back to you, do you have anything else to say to any of our Ironman and Beyond viewers right now? They will look up to you, Julie. You
No,
have
no,
this gorgeous
no,
effort.
actually, like they're inspiring me. Someday I want to do triathlon too. So, yeah, I mean, I'm watching what people are doing. I'm in awe. I'm inspired. Right now, I just want to focus and finish my first goal, and
There you go.
you never know what's next. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's such an exciting and an amazing journey for sure. I wouldn't trade for anything. It just gives more meaning to life, and it
Good.
feels good to be alive.
This is the same person 4 years ago who used to cancel gym membership,
Yeah.
who had a
Yeah.
resolution, then
Yeah.
finally found running. She didn't
Yeah.
even know half a marathon started. Told me, how can you go to that stop sign running?
Yes.
That's like Vineta, who used to just do trampoline, and now she's like just going sprint and lifting weights. It's
Yeah.
one of them. Come on, give it a
It's
chance.
truly it's truly amazing what our bodies can do. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like your body will surprise you. You just have to have, like I said, the unwavering faith and the extraordinary effort to perform the miracles that you want to see happen in your lives.
Totally agree. Yeah, it starts here, which is
Yep.
what happened to you. Starts here, and then your body adjusts. Okay,
Yep.
well, everyone, I hope you guys learn a lot from this. This is good. So if you're watching live or replay, just let us know. Please type free call if you want me to help you out. Just check out what's going on with you. What are the solutions that I can give you? I'll let you know. So just type free call, and then next week, we will have another something like this. It's at 5:30 p.m. every Wednesday. We do have live calls. Vineta and I will be here. We'll do our best to give you value every week, and we'll let Julie go because it's about dinner or bedtime now. As you guys can see, she's in distance. But thank you so much, Julie. We really,
No.
really, really appreciate you.
No, thank you for the time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Till next week. Bye.
Bye.